first formed, it wasn't even called the Spark, it was called the Factory. We were the computer lab, and we were looking at ways that we could grow the computer lab. We were already 24 hours a day, we were already doing laptops. So we were like, you know, what else can we do? And we thought, if we expanded into other technologies, what would we call that? So we started doing some searching around. Obviously, other places were starting makerspaces. This is 2014, early 2014 timeframe. So we pitched the idea of if we started adding some innovative technologies, and we weren't really sure what that would be. So when we first opened, we had 2 MakerBot 3D printers, a couple of cameras that were donated from our digital projects group, and I think it was 6 microcontrollers. So a few Arduinos, a few Raspberry Pis, and a Makey. So we started out very, very small, maybe 500 square feet or so, and we kind of thought, okay, let's just see how this goes.
I started working as a knowledge specialist in the textiles area. I really like the Spark in the sense that I was able to, I came knowing nothing. Well, I came knowing a few things, but I wasn't very confident in it. So I like that I was able to learn and be comfortable with the machines. And as we were learning and getting to know my coworkers, I really enjoyed how close we were. Later on, we had new positions that opened up at the Spark full time. And so then I applied, and then I became the supervisor.
Think of a library, and as a library is to books, the makerspace is to technology and skill sets. So my role's been more or less static. If anything, it's kind of expanded slightly in that the role was initially kind of management oriented. It's gotten to be a bit more of overlapping with some of the maker responsibilities as well. I'm doing workshops now. I'm already doing a kind of ongoing comics workshop for the space, and I have a feeling I'll probably be doing vacuum forming workshops soon too. We've already done a couple of trainings on that. Of course, just general expansion of it as the space has expanded. You know, we've always something new. So all of my favorite moments in the Spark are related to assisting people with the making. And they said, do you ever get tired of just, talking to people about maker stuff? And I was like, oh no, that's the best part of the job, hands down, easily helping folks work out their projects and saying, these are different avenues you could take to achieve that. Because there's never one way to do any particular project. There's always a myriad of ways to do it, and just brainstorming with folks. I have certain experience sets that I have, they have certain experiences they have, and the overlaps of those and where they intersect is interesting and always provides more options for folks. And so doing that kind of brainstorming is easily my favorite part, right? It's still this kind of democratization of knowledge and skill. We enhance what's already here by broadening that base of things that people can get when they come into Willis. They can learn new and different things they wouldn't necessarily, they could read about it, but they wouldn't necessarily get the hands-on expertise. That's what the space kind of provides for them. And even the service desk that allows them, access to different, just computing technologies. That is a different point of access that you wouldn't necessarily have in all cases. Folks should know that the bar for entry is lower than they assume it is. There's a sort of assumption that anything that might involve a creative element must require, on the part of the user, some inborn talent. And fundamentally, I'm against that notion. I think that expression and creativity and the ability to design and prototype things are learned activities. They're just like anything else. And as a culture, we sort of understand that learning the piano is a matter of practice. But whenever we shift into certain other realms, we start to think of it as being something you're just kind of born with. And I don't think that's true. I think it's sustained interest and practice. And so if you think of yourself as, I'm not really an artistic person, that's fine. You can learn to be one. And we have all the tools here to do that and help you find where that will fit your personality the best. Some folks it'll be textiles, and some folks it'll be the Cricut. Some folks it might be the laser or the drawing tablets or whatever. Those are all just different vectors. And it's whichever one you're going to find the most purchase of in your interest sets.